first things first is the pack that I'm using. This is just from REI, and it's got a nice dark red, which will kind of blend in during the fall and winter months. It's a nice natural color, not very bright, so despite being a warm color, it will blend in a little bit. It's got one main compartment, it's got a side pocket, it's got a few outside pockets. Like I said, this is essentially a glorified book bag, but it works really well for my needs. The straps are padded, the backing is padded, so that's nice. It's got a little support strap, and it's got adjustments, and it's got a waistband. So, pretty cool. It's going to have a good test of being carried for a day and a half, and I think it will do the job because it's been my range bag for a while now, and it hasn't let me down. Material's really nice stitching. I've had this, and it's actually was my wife's, so I guess it's still technically hers. I just kind of took it over, but yeah, no tears or anything like that. It's all dirty, but works really good, and I like it. Alright, so this is going to be the rifle I'm using. So this is a Ruger SR556C, which means it's the carbine. It's got the fluted barrel, and it's got the integrated flash hider, which makes the barrel meet the required 16 inches. The barrel is actually 14.5 inches, so it's a little bit shorter. It's pretty much stock. Internally, things I've modified are I've got the mag pull trigger guard. It's a little bit better for your fingers, and with the BCM grip, it's a little bit more vertical. It's the Mod 0, I believe, so it's kind of got a bigger thickness, and it's got this little plate here that helps if you have a straight trigger guard. You know, the pain of getting your finger dug in there. I changed out that LE style crappy stock with the MOE, just lightweight, and it's reduced a lot of the play there. Charging handle is a gunfighter charging handle, and the light mount is a VTAC. The light is a Maglite XL50. Yeah, it's no Surefire stream light, but I've had this on here for about 2.5 going on 3 years, and all I've done is change batteries. It's been banged around. I've thrown my rifle on the ground and whatnot and banged it up, and it's still working strong. So, you know, works well enough to ID a target in up close ranges, and it'll be good to test while I'm out in the field. So what else? I've got the base plate has been changed out. At one point I wanted to do the single point thing with Magpul MS3 sling, and yeah, I don't like that. I like the Proctor sling. It's really lightweight and it fits in a gun, and it's just the thing about the Magpul sling, it was just hard to adjust, so kind of got rid of that. Alright, so I've got a little Ranger band I've made out of a inner tube from a bike tire. This worked really well. Oh yeah, okay, so internally I do have a heavier buffer and a aftermarket spring. Those are both from PWS, and so just trying to get that the nice timing with the mid-length gas system to be able to shoot pretty much any ammo that I can. When I shoot tall, I generally throw it on the 3 setting, just because the bigger gas port allows it changes the timing essentially and allows it to give you proper extraction. If I'm on 2, it's intermittently I can get the stuck casing, which is embarrassing and a pain to get rid of, and this 1 setting doesn't. It pretty much is going to guarantee a stuck casing. So this is my rifle, and there may like it, but this one's mine. I've just got some 55 grain 223 hollow points. I think they're the Ultra Max or whatever. They're from Dick's Sports. They're just like Reman, but they're hollow points and they're cheap. And I was using it for training, and I've kept some just in case I come across some coyotes. But otherwise, I run generally XM193 55 grain. This is a 1.9 twist barrel, so that's optimized for that. Alright, so I like to keep my ammo in Ziploc bags. What I'll do is kind of push all the air out of them and then seal them up. And why I do this is a few reasons. A, it's easy to just compress this and then fold it up and stick it in another plastic bag with all your other ammo. It protects it from corrosion and the elements, especially with toll ammo or steel cased ammo. They tend to rust kind of easily. And the big thing is when you have like boxes, yeah, they're nice to have all your ammo together, but when you go shooting and you pop one of these things open, then you have trash. And then you have trash that you've got to stick back in your pack if you're out somewhere on private land, or mainly gives you something else to have to keep up with. I like to get rid of that, so all I do is take the box, so all I'll do is take the box, very simple, dump it out. And then while I'm at home, I can just toss the stuff out of the way, and like to mark my bags with different, with whatever type of ammo it is. Usually I, again, shoot XM193 or 223 55 grain. So some of the ammo I have, that's obviously American Eagle, 5.56. I've got some, they're Lake City cases. I'm not sure if this is Reman or if that's like Federal or something. I've got some different varieties of pistol ammo. So this is blaster ammo, 9mm, 115 grain Reman from Freedom Munitions, and it's just uses a bunch of Spear gold dot cases, some other brass cases, blazer ammo, whatever. It's just a mix. And so I've got a few rounds of my critical duty in here, and those are just rounds that I've chambered a bunch of times, and they started to push back into the case. So I've cycled them out, and they're going into my practice ammo. This is aluminum cased. This is Blazer, and this is 147 grain from Metal Jacket. It's got the aluminum case. Here's some more 9mm Freedom Munitions. Depends on the batches that you get. This case, they're pretty much all using Spear gold dot casings. Doesn't really matter. This is practice ammo. I will say something about the Freedom Munitions blaster ammo. It's pretty damn cheap. And if you are first time order, you can get like a first order for no shipping. And I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I like to shop good deals, and I like their ammo. Now I will say at about a box of 50, I will have one out of spec round that will cause my pistol to not fully chamber, and it's just a quick, take the gun, turn it upside down, pull it back a little bit and let it seat, push the slide in, and you're ready to go. So it's not anything critical, it's just a quick fix. Or you can tap right bang and get it out of the way. So what I like to do is take these bags and put them together in a bigger bag, and then roll them up and stick them in my ammo case. I haven't decided if I'm going to take this case and stick it in my bag, or I'm just going to carry it separately in there. I haven't done the fitting. Normally I carry this by hand, and this is just a El Cheapo plastic one, Range Max from Bass Pro Shop or something. So it's not very heavy, and it works really well. And so I might sit that into my pack and then have my ammo in there. I might just keep it all in this fun bag like I normally do and stick it in there. One thing additionally I do keep are training rounds and Sharpies. Sharpies are always really handy for marking targets or marking shit, whatever. And I've got a copper one so I can mark my mags if need be. They've also got some extra Ziploc bags that are brand new in there just for extra waterproofing. So this is something that I probably will not carry with me. If anything, as far as spare parts for your rifle, I would carry probably a bolt with a good extractor spring, firing pin, and a firing pin retaining pin. Those are the components that probably wear out the quickest and break the most often. But this is essentially secondary upper that you can have different barrel lengths, a different optic depending on your setup. You know, that might be more of a CQB home defense setup. This might be something you use to hunt with, heavier barrel, different twist rate for different ammo, and in this case I just got iron sights carry handle. This upper is been zeroed for 100 yards. One more thing about my ammo, I do have some 270 Winchester hunting ammo, and I've pulled some of the ballistic table off the box and stuck that in there just because I'm not super familiar with it, and it gives me kind of a rough idea. Alright, these two things are, especially this is invaluable. I use this daily. It's a Leatherman. It was a gift from my brother-in-law. This one is a Leatherman Sidekick, and pretty much has every basic tool that I use. Knife, it's got a little saw, which I hardly ever use. Phillips head, flathead, bottle opener, a file. It's got a nice butt clip. I actually took my Torx wrenches and tightened these up. They're just getting a little loose, but yeah, this guy's Gerber, any like really good name brand, one of these works well. I've had Leathermans before, and yeah, worth their weight in gold. For this, I've just got this Gerber. It's a full tang knife. Full tang being that the metal goes all the way through the handle. It's still pretty sharp because I haven't used it for a while. I just kind of came across it and I was like, hey, perfect, just in time for my trip. So these are going to be for more heavy duty stuff. Separate folding knife is nice to have as well. Eye Pro and Ear Pro, nothing fancy. These are just some ballistic shooting glasses, and these are Peltor shotguns. They're just I guess dummy muffs, no electronics there, but you never need batteries for them. But then again, you can't always hear everybody, but it allows you kind of to ignore them and get away with it. In this case, I've got 2 sets. I usually bring 2 sets in case I have somebody shooting with me. Alright, so these are my old gloves. They are some Oakleys, and my finger here got caught in my charging handle, ended up ripping a hole, so I cut off the glove and have a little exposed finger, which is nice, but the palm pretty much started to rip out on me. So these have been relegated to absolute backup, or letting somebody else use these. They're pretty good. They have like the knuckle thing, which is kind of cool. I've actually used them for bag gloves at one point, and they work pretty well. So I do like the knuckle shields. Those are pretty cool. Hat. I like my Daniel Defense hat. Whatever hat pretty much works. And a toque is good to have too, or like a toboggan if it's cold weather. Gloves, I just got some of these from Walmart, but these are some mechanics gloves. They've got the subdued label, which is nice. They've got kind of like a suede bottom, and they're pretty warm, and they've got a nice kind of feeling to them. I've just kind of messed with my pistol with them. I haven't actually gotten a shot, but handling seems pretty well. They're thin enough for kind of manipulation, but thick enough for utility and for a little bit of cold weather. Got some HK mags, and these are really nice metal mags. A little heavier, but they were anti-tip follower, which is something you want to look for when you're looking at the GI mags. This is was given to me. It's a pink Troy mag, but I don't really give a shit. It works really well. It's got this kind of scaling, which is a nice and grippy. It's got the little base plate extension that pops out. I've never used that. I don't really care for that. But this has actually been a good mag. I like the Troy mag, so it's the only one I have, but I do like it. I've got some Magpul ones. Magpul ones are pretty good. The problem with those is if you beat your mag in too many times, it starts fucking up the little lip. I've had to retire mags before that. Essentially, you slap the mag and it starts beating up this little lip, and they become unusable. Radio, I figure out what kind of radio you're using with your buddies. I think they're using the GRMS or whatever fancy shit. This is just a fucking 22 channel walkie-talkie essentially. It works for whatever we're doing. This, because ACU goes in my bag, because it's a fucking horrible camo pattern. But this is an IFAK, and this is got some all your shit that you need in there. take my word for it. I think I've put some sunscreen and bug spray in there as well, just to have that. I've taken the tourniquet out, and I actually keep that here in my D3 CR chest rig from Haley Strategic. Alright, so this is an Cryptek Highlander. This is just the Haley Strategic chest rig, the D3. I keep my tourniquet here, and I keep some snacks. These are Trader Joe's omega-3, like little granola things. I've got some dried fruit and some other various nuts in there. And those are high energy and small footprint. They fit in there. Carry my 2 pistol mags and 4 other mags. On this utility pouch, I usually carry my water bottle, or I carry 2 other mags. I'll probably be carrying a water bottle there because I won't need a whole lot of ammo, and I can stick my spare mags inside my pack. So what I've done here for just to fit in my frame is cinch this down, essentially bring the straps closer together so you don't fall off my shoulders. Another way to mount this is to have like a Mayflower, I think, makes plate carriers, and then this will directly attach to it. It's got the Velcro on the back to cinch it down even further. Over here is kind of less important stuff. These are like my tools, like Allen wrenches and screwdrivers and whatnot. These are like extra gun parts, like rail covers, my inner tube that I make my Ranger bands out of. I've got like the Magpul XTN hand stock. I've got my original trigger guard. Just a bunch of random miscellaneous shit goes in here, and this goes inside this, and then they're put together out of the way. Trash bag, and this, what you can do is take this and set it inside your bag, open it up, stick all your shit in there, seal it up, and then close your bag, and you essentially waterproofed your bag. Drinks, fruit drinks kind of have the sugar you need, but they're not soda or anything, so they're not going to dehydrate you as much. Generally, I carry a couple of bottles of water. If I'm more active, I'll carry more water. There's a headlamp, and it's got the red nighttime light, LED brighter, and so I've got that, and that works pretty well for doing hands-free flashlight. This is from Predator flashlights. They use Cree LEDs. They're former Cree employees. So it's kind of a local alternative to a Surefire Streamlight. I'm still kind of testing it. I've been really happy with it so far. Fit and finish is pretty good, and it's bright. It's like 850 lumens. And it's got the 3 brightness settings plus a strobe plus an SOS, and it uses a laptop battery. I'll put a link in where you can get these, but essentially if you take a laptop battery and you break it up, you'll have about 8 of these in there, 8 or 9 of these, and you can pull them apart, and it comes with a charger, and there's about 1.5 hours of 850 lumens. So it's pretty good. Lithium polymer batteries. It's not one of those things that's like a disposable battery, but while you have access to power, this has been a nice light, and I've been using that. It comes with a little lanyard. You can have a little ridge bezel for whacking somebody or breaking glass. So batteries, again, been waterproofed. This is the charger and secondary battery for that flashlight, and then I've got AAA, AA batteries tied together so that way the ends don't touch and they start decharging each other. And I've wrapped paper around them to keep moisture off. And they've also been in the freezer, so it's going to pull any kind of wetness there. I've marked what kind of batteries they are. Alright, so last but not least are my handguns. And this is a M&P 9mm compact, and I'm running the Hornady critical duty hollow points, and so it's about due for another paint job. But this has been running really strong. Really happy with this pistol choice, and I've got another local guy makes this Incognito holster, and it's leather. It's got the clip. Yeah, I know it's a clip. Some people have a thing against that. It hasn't come out with the pistol yet, so hasn't failed me so far. I like it. It was stiff to get this in the holster, but after like a hot day at the range and me sweating it, it kind of fell into place, and now you know, it has retention, but it comes out pretty smooth. Pretty happy with this. For this thing that we're doing, I probably won't be carrying this holster. I will be carrying the Slurpa, the Derpa. We know people hate on this type of holster, but frankly, it's never failed on me, and I think you just have to be cognizant of not dragging your ass around in the mud and getting debris and shit up in there. So I will probably be going for a Safariland ALS at some point and switching this up, but this is kind of what I have for now, and this is what I'm going to be using for outside the waistband holster. Again, I've got another M&P compact, same type of ammo as my wife's pistol, so a little bit less mileage, and you can kind of tell when you feel between the two how the trigger over some time smooths out quite significantly. I've got the standard mags for the compact. These are 12 round mags, and they've got the little extension there for the lip, which makes it nice. I don't have tiny hands, I don't have huge hands, and so it's just kind of just right for me. But what I can do with the compact, this is the beauty of it, is I could take a full-size M&P mag, which is the 17 round sucker, and throw that in there, and yeah, so that also gives you kind of like a little purchase, and you get that extra firepower, which is a good backup magazine to have. Last items I'll have is a little booklet. Sometimes they make waterproof little notebooks and things like that. I always carry like a little pencil or a pen. I've got a Sharpie, but I'll probably carry a pen or a pencil with this. And this is, you can use this as to jot down notes, take pictures, draw pictures of the landscape, or kind of do some kind of recon type stuff where you're kind of detailing things that you might want to bring back to your peers. You can use it to make a dope book, and you know, when you're doing zeroing or just trying different ammo, kind of annotate the things that you're doing, and that way you have a record of it. We had like a rifle book, like in the Marine Corps. We just would record our shots and things like that. And it's just a good way to kind of look and have a history of what you're doing, especially if you're doing precision shooting or just trying to create a dope sheet. This is kind of other secondary items. I've got 550 cord and this bracelet a friend made me. I've got an extra bungee bands for my chest rig, because I've had that fall apart and lost before. I've got the other end of the Proctor sling. Notice I've got it mounted on my stock, but this allows you to have that 550 cord as well. And I've got a bore brush in there to clean the chamber. So that's kind of like miscellaneous stuff that'll go in that bag of other shit here. And so what I'm going to do next is pack some of this stuff up and kind of show you how it all fits together. Alright guys, so this is my kit all put together, and everything is fit in the pack. I will have a knife on my belt as well as a pistol. Gloves will probably be on my hands, but right now I've got them just cinched to the bungee. Rifle will be ready to go. Let me break open the bag real quick and show you how to kind of arrange things. Alright, so what I didn't do, but I have it here, is I'm going to put the plastic bag inside and then stuff everything in there. Things like the handgun are here. I'll have that taken out. I'll only be carrying one handgun. Ear Pro is just out here for quick grab. So the heaviest thing is the ammo case. I might take this out and just have the bag of ammo in here if I'm using a plastic bag, because then it'll be watertight. I got all my stuff kind of creating like a base. It's a little bit lighter. Heaviest thing is here in the middle. I've got spare magazines, gloves, Ear Pro, Eye Pro, and all that stuff in there. I've got some room here at the top for extra water bottles and whatnot. And then I might actually stuff my backpack. Yeah, that'll work. And up in the top compartment here, I've got my headlamp, and I've got my radio for quick grabbing. So anyway, down and dirty, simple packing of the patrol kit. All right, so I'm about 149 pounds ish, and I just weighed myself. I'm wearing work clothes, and so I'll probably wear more stuff when I'm out in the field. Yeah, I'm at 197, and so with extra water and clothing, so I'm sure I'll be pushing 200 pounds total. Thanks for watching. This is Darth Carlos, and I'll see you guys on the range.